Welcome back to my channel. Today we have another birthday cake that we're going to be making, and as requested it was an ice cream cake. So I found two different recipes and yeah, I'm basically gonna kind of combine them but not at the same time and see how it works out. Let's go. First things first is we're going to weigh out our cookies for the base of our cake. I'm using Knick gluten-free graham crackers, 239. Okay, you know what? That's gonna have to be enough because that should be enough for the base of the ice cream cake anyways. We'll add these cookies into our food processor to crush them. This looks amazing. So what I'm going to do, because I want it to be chocolate actually, I'm going to add in some cocoa powder. I'm just going to go like tablespoon by tablespoon because I'm not really sure. This is really off the cuff, purely making this up. So I'm gonna start with 2 tablespoons and let's see what happens. Okay, let's add some more. Alrighty, y'all. This looks amazing. That's gonna be perfect. I was debating putting butter in it for the base, but then I'm gonna pour the ice cream on top anyways, so I figure it's not gonna make a difference what I actually do with this. Next up, we're going to put our chocolate graham cracker crumbs into the bottom of our pans. Alrighty, so I put about half of our mixture into this one because this is going to be the base layer of the cake. I'm not going to do the other pan because that's going to be vanilla and we're not going to need the crumb on the bottom of that one. We're going to put it actually in the middle of the cake. So moving on to the next step, we're going to make the hot fudge next. So we need 3/4 of a cup of heavy cream. So what I'm using is our Silk whipping cream and it is very heavy. So all right, while we're waiting for that to heat up, which by the way, keep an eye on it because it will burn, we're going to measure out our chocolate chips. 3/4 of a cup. Let's add our heavy cream. So the goal is the cream to be hot enough to melt the chocolate chips. And I'm sure this is nice and hot enough. It did not boil or anything, but I could see like the steam coming from it. And I'm just gonna tuck those in. Oh, it smells so good. And let it sit for a couple of minutes. It's been about a minute or two, so let's see. Ooh. Usually with chocolate, so make sure you don't get water in it is the most important. Usually I found if you just keep stirring, it will eventually melt all the way through and you will be left with beautiful melted chocolate. Okay, that looks beautiful. Oh my gosh. So next step is to add golden syrup. I just am going to use maple syrup and it is a bit cold, so we'll hope for the best here. 3 tablespoons of golden or maple syrup. That looks so good, you guys. Alrighty, our next step is to use our cream and basically make whipping cream. The key to this is everything should be freezing cold. So I put this in the freezer for the last, I don't know, 15-20 minutes. Same with these. And these are all in the fridge cold. 16 ounces of heavy cream. Alrighty, let's whip away. Our goal here is stiff peaks, so now what I'm going to do is add in our sweetened condensed milk, and this is the one I'm using, coconut. Oh my lord, this is so sticky. We're going to fold in 8 ounces first, and then our leftover 3 ounces that I measured out. Let's fold. Alrighty, y'all, I do not see any more streaks left in here. So now what we're going to do is divide in 2. The recipe says about 420 grams is about half. So in this one, we're gonna add our vanilla to make it vanilla ice cream. We're just gonna fold it I'm sure you could whisk it as well, but I'm just gonna use the spatula. Now I'm going to pour this into our first pan here. Let's just do this. Make sure good salt to the edges. Into the freezer, we're gonna go with that one. Oh my god, you guys. I just licked my finger from this and it tastes like actual vanilla ice cream. Now to the other half, we're gonna make it chocolate. So we're gonna add cocoa powder. So there's a quarter and a half. I'm just gonna do this first so it doesn't go crazy. I'm going to just fold just to make sure that everything is combined. Now we'll bring back in our cookie crumb bottom. This is I'm kind of scared for as well because I don't want this crumb to just go everywhere. So the chocolate is much thicker than the vanilla. And I'm really hoping for the best with my parchment job, guys. This could end up being very bad and end up with me not being able to get this out of the pan. Supposed to use spring form, so if you have a spring form, I don't have one and I forgot, so I didn't buy one. Let's pour the fudge sauce. This is like very chocolatey, very decadent, very delicious. I've been taste testing, yes. Licking my fingers, yes. Highly suggest you do that while you're making this. I'm just gonna spread it evenly now. That looks amazing. Let's use our crumbs here. Try to evenly layer it. Okay, I didn't end up using all of it. Totally okay. It was just an experiment. I am slightly worried though, because it's not wet at all, that when both layers are frozen and I go to put the vanilla on top, it's just gonna like, maybe I should have put butter in here. Let's pop this in the freezer and I will check back with y'all when they're frozen. Here are our frozen layers. 1, 2, 2. So if I pull this out, it just comes out like that. How am I gonna get it out? Okay, y'all, I figured it out. Oh gosh, okay, we're just gonna try and like flip it on top and hope for the best. Okay, it released. So there we have, okay, so I'm gonna cover it with a piece of plastic wrap to preserve it in case I mess it up. We'll use this and then we're going to attempt. Oh my gosh, it's working. Oh my god.
Let's go.
OMG, you guys. Except for that, the crumb on the bottom is really just, I should have put butter in it. Oh my god. So for y'all, if you're gonna try this, put some butter in it. Okay, it's not gonna fit in here, so I'm just gonna leave it plastic wrapped and on the plate and put it in the freezer. That worked pretty well, actually, flipping it. I'll finish the rest tomorrow, so I'll see you tomorrow. Alrighty, y'all, we are back. It's the next day. Simone is out at a musical show, so I'm gonna finish our cake now. I decided there wasn't enough vanilla and I had so much leftover cream and the sweetened condensed coconut milk that I just whipped up another batch of the vanilla. So I'll show you what we have. Here is our frozen wrapped cake from yesterday. And here is the other layer of vanilla. So I'm gonna take that out, and I decided to use all plastic wrap in hopes it'll work better. And top it on here. Let's go. Okie dokie, y'all. Here is how we are doing. This got a little frosty, and also the crumb. Remember how I didn't put butter? Yeah, I highly recommend, again, adding butter to the crumb so that it actually stays and doesn't go blasting everywhere, because this is annoying. But anyway, so there's the crumb, the chocolate, the fudge. You can't even see the fudge. And the more crumb. And then vanilla and vanilla. And the plan is to use our cocoa whipped cream here and frost it. I'll put some sprinkles. I think I'm gonna try and frost around the edges to make it look pretty, and it'll be a surprise when I get open. I got up the top pretty good. I put it in the freezer for a few minutes while the rest of the whipped cream got soft. So what I'm gonna do is try just piping it around the edges instead of using that, because I don't wanna, I don't know. Let's just see how this goes. We're going for a like, oh my god, melting off of the edges. No, no. And it's taking down my stiff, so we're just gonna fix it. This is actually working not too badly. Okay, I'm actually really surprised at how well this is kind of working. I think the best strategy here is to wait till the whip, if you're gonna do it this way, gets like is melted basically, and then just pour and let it drip down the sides and smooth it out as best you can. I think it's not too bad. I have a little bit left, so dump the rest, and I'll just try to spread this around to even it out. And I will have to put it back in the freezer, so hopefully the ice cream is like defrosted enough, because this whipped cream is not going to survive if I keep it out or keep it in the fridge. So also beware of that if you're going to use this technique. I just wouldn't recommend doing this. I would have grabbed a can of coconut whip and just decorated it like that instead. All right, last step, guys. I have some sprinkles by Sweetapolita. They are vegan and gluten-free sprinkles. They're really delicious, and I ordered them online. Okay, that's good. All right, here is a little close-up. We have our hot water and our knife ready, and we have our cake ready. So it is kind of melty. Like I said, would not recommend doing the top outer layer how I did, but it does look nice, the little sprinkles melting and stuff. So we're gonna put our candles in and happy birthday, and then we'll cut it.
All right, one. Okay, 1, 2, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy.
Ooh.
Make as hot as hell.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. To be continued. Ooh.
But not.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay.
Okay.
It looks really good.
It's about damn time.
It looks pretty good.
We got chocolate at the bottom, stuff at the top.
You don't even know what's all in this, so you'll be surprised a little bit.
Pretty damn good.
What was the more you were gonna say, sir?
Oh, now I feel pressure. I don't know. What was this supposed to say again?
One more inside shot.
Yeah.
Okay, taking notes for next time I want to make an ice cream cake, y'all. Turned out pretty good, I'd say. It is the next day. Obviously, it was so late last night when we were eating the cake. I was just done. I was in my pajamas. I'm like, I'm not putting my face on the camera. The cake tasted amazing. It was so good. The vanilla is so like creamy, vanilla-y flavor. The chocolate, I think I liked the chocolate more. It was like, it stayed frozen better than the vanilla. So that was interesting. But the hot fudge part, I noticed just melded right in with the chocolate cake part. So you couldn't really tell that there was any like layer there. So that I thought was interesting. One small thing, aside from the crumb disaster and the whipped cream disaster, y'all, so the color of my parchment rounds that I used on the bottom of my pans, which I'll show up here where I made my mistake, I was just going fast. I was trying something new, you know, it happens. The white parchment round matched the vanilla the vanilla ice cream so perfectly that I flipped it over and I tossed it back in the freezer. When I pulled it back out and added the next vanilla layer on top, I did not even see or notice. I totally forgot to peel off. When I peeled off the other parchment, I totally forgot because I couldn't even see it, the round parchment on the vanilla. And I was wondering when we were cutting the cake and stuff, the top, the second vanilla cake layer was like sliding, and I'm like, it should have melded into the other ice cream layer. That's weird. Like, why is it sliding? I just was like so thrown off. And mid like we were eating, Clay was like, there's like parchment paper in here. And then I realized, because I was like, oh, that's so weird, I must have missed something. And then when I ate some of mine, I realized mine also had parchment, and I just like light bulb moment realized what happened, and I totally forgot. And then we all just died laughing for like 5 minutes straight because I cannot believe I made that mistake. Luckily it's just like the three of us and we're close, so it really does not matter. We just like picked out, it's just a piece of parchment, it's not gonna hurt you if you eat it anyway. But yeah, it's super funny. So beware if you're using colorful, or the same color of parchment paper, that it will just blend in and you might just forget that it's there. So a lot of learning that we did in this video, in this experiment. Next time, I don't know if I'll make a cake again, but like I would like to try bars, and I know how to make them real good now. So take what you learned from me, and don't make my mistakes, and it will be delicious and pretty and not yeah. So that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you try it for yourself because it's really, really delicious. It tastes very much like ice cream cake, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.